Hello, Wanderers. My. Today, it's going to be Friday. Is it going to be Friday? Well, I mean, it's technically Friday. And I'm actually going to be returning a little bit to my Chill Fridays. Basically, if you don't know what a Chill Friday is, I kind of put my little character voice on pause and do a little bit more kind of normalcy. Remind myself that I know how to talk normally. Well, as normally as I'm willing to talk anyway. Today, what is slated for is I'm picking Tempest Rising back up. And I'm going to be continuing the campaign where I last left. I'm just about done with the GDF campaign. I don't think I'm going to instantly roll into the Dynasty one. I'll just kind of shoot it, make sure everything's on YouTube, and then once the GDF campaign, and at the very least, is on YouTube, then I'll probably maybe roll back into it. Still playing around with sort of more story-driven games, because I do chop it up sometimes. Well, I mean, not sometimes. I mean, it's just a big old experiment, I think, still with story-driven games, seeing if it's better to maybe record, or is it just, can I do it live? Which does make the process actually a little bit easier. But, like I said, it's all experiments. That's fine. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch here. There we go. And let's go and roll right on in. Alright, let's go ahead and hear our briefing from GDF Leader.
Commander, good, you're here. The intel you brought us led to a base in Central Europe. The recon we sent in was repelled. They didn't stand a chance. The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under our noses. And as of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond, the Dynasty have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long. I see. Stand by, Commander. I have a line for you from the Council.
Commander, it's a pleasure. Undersecretary Green, advisor to the Council of Directors. And it is on behalf of the Council that I have to say, your skills are certainly impressive. We've been watching your work. While the Council is still in session, I have been asked to get in touch. I see that you were allocated the use of some of our specialists in your last sortie.
Oh boy. Okay, so I thought something was a little off. Apparently hitting continue has gone ahead and popped the incorrect one. My bad on that. Alright, let's get the proper one up and going. There we go. Alright. Now let's begin our actual stream campaign. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get our briefing from GDF Leader.
Excellent work, Commander. R&D has passed me some preliminary reports. It looks like the Dynasty tech's working on a vehicle-mountable voltaic cannon. I wouldn't put it past them to have backups of the data, but at least you bought us some valuable time. Dr. Francis says her team's working on countermeasures. If they'd caught us unaware with one of these tanks, it could have been disastrous. For now, we're having scopes crunch the numbers on the data we have. If we can track down any secondary sites, I'll need you to go in and put an end to production before they...
Colonel Fisher, a word. The GDF Council requires the use of your commander.
What's going on?
We have located an old temple and are mounting an archaeological dig in the area to investigate. SACOM has the details. The temple is Dynasty territory, and we will need a military escort. Your high praise of the commander suggests that they're the best person for the job.
Archaeology. Director, this is so far from the battle. Why send the commander there?
If I might interject, The site has come up in relation to ancient manuscripts that reference what appears to be the Tempest. Naturally, further scientific investigation into the Vine would be of great benefit to the war effort.
Ancient manuscripts? Are you saying they knew about the Tempest all those years ago?
I'm not at liberty to speculate on sensitive topics. I'm sure you understand.
GDF cannot be seen to be behind the Dynasty in terms of Tempest research. As you can see, this mission is of the utmost importance. The Council is counting on you. See to it, Colonel.
You have your orders, Commander. Let's get this done.
That is why I could never trust the Council. I knew something was up with them. Oh boy. Well, I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? Alright, let's look at our doctrines. So he's still slowly moving through. I've got only one tier 4, and I got 2 tier 3s. So let's refresh a little bit here. So helmet communicators. All infantry units always have comms bonus unless the player is in low power mode. Okay, that's not too bad. Or the comms rig now generates build radius when deployed, which can be helpful, but I'm not really using the comms rigs. Or efficient intel reduces the cooldown of any unit ability, which costs intel 20%. That doesn't seem too bad, so I think we'll actually invest in our intel here. Alright, so let's move into our armory. So I've got one additional slot, or I can knock something out instead. Now I was going with laser drones, and I think they're kind of okay. So we'll actually de-equip our laser drones. And so now we have 2 slots. So let's see if we have something that might be better. Now I have been using a lot of aircraft. So air units gain 30% health. Does seem like it might be the route I'm willing to go. Or I have infantry scanner package. Being within 500 range of any infantry unit will tag an enemy as being marked, which can be helpful. But so far I'm still being sold on my air unit. I have laser weapons, gain 30% range. I mean, that would work if I still had the laser drones. Which, I mean, that's okay. I think I'm gonna skip through these two, because they're just 1 tiers. And then I'm not really a big fan on stolen plans, but looks like we do have 2 new ones. Rifles now build up Tempest charge on enemy vehicles. And then we have all vehicles become immune to Tempest charge. So we've got some Tempest technology, which is interesting. But I think I'm gonna definitely go with some aircraft armor, just because I've been using quite a bit of them. Let's go ahead, equip it there. Let's check out our mission. So we're gonna be in the Ancient Basin, and it looks like we've got equal amounts of the main objective and secondary objective. And we're going apparently to Iraq to secure an ancient dig site for archaeological study. And of course, my eyes get drawn to that poor 80% on pull that base apart, but I'll try my best to ignore that little mistake there. Otherwise it would be 100% across the board so far. Alright, so let's listen to the briefing transcript.
The Council requires information on an ancient temple in Dynasty territory. Establish a base and escort the archaeologists to the temple. Expect strong Dynasty resistance. Be prepared for a rapid evac with the data once the research is complete.
Okay, so this one definitely seems like it's going to be a fast-paced mission. So it might become very hot and heavy real quickly. Alright, let's get into it.
Command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
Commander, the Dynasty have blown the bridge to the temple site. Our drone reconnaissance shows heavy defenses in the area, so watch your step. Punch through Dynasty territory to find the temple, and keep our archaeologists alive at all costs.
Alright, so everyone's in the APC. Let's do a little quick scan here. So we don't have a base yet, so we're gonna have to be careful with our units. We already got our secondary objective, which is destroying SAM sites and power plants. Alright, so let's just go ahead,
Keep with me.
all up our units, and start rolling.
Yes, command. Understood. Proceeding.
Let's just do a little backtracking. Alright, so it doesn't look like they're hiding any supply caches.
Not a problem. Yes, command. Understood.
Alright, so we got some flame turrets. So we're gonna see if we can get that barrel.
Taking new position. Removing threat.
We'll just have our units kind of just sit here. Let's take out these barrels too. Next we've got use the shield mains repair turret to keep vehicles alive. So we're gonna have to remember that.
Gliding over.
But I am a little bad still on abilities.
Let's confirm. Yes, command.
Alright, so we're doing okay for right now. Our recon cars are definitely gonna take one heck of a beating. So we got our first objective there, and we got probably that path down below. So let's check out this one, and then we might have to double back a little bit.
Understood. Not a problem.
Looks like we got something back there.
Proceeding.
Commander, clear out those SAMs and we can drop you some heavy artillery support.
Okay, so we got our SAM sites right over here. Oh,
Moving to intercept. Tracking target.
and we lost our first recon vehicle, which is to be expected.
Yes, command. Taking new position. Gliding over. I'll take him. Proceeding.
Alright, let's get a little repair drone going in. Okay, there we go.
Yes, command.
I knew I was going to lose those recon vehicles.
Tracking target. Taking new position.
Secondary objective accomplished. Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so we got a little bit more new vehicles. Before I engage this line here, we're actually gonna double back.
Shield maiden standing by. Not a problem.
So I want to complete these secondary objectives first before I get to my main.
Gliding over.
Ooh, these boys are gonna be a little slow.
Yes, command.
That should be okay.
Proceeding. Taking new position. Not a problem. Gliding over. That's confirmed. Taking new position. Yes, command.
These recon cars are definitely not really good at surviving, though.
Understood.
Hello, Punisher. The multiplayer of this game it's pretty neat. I haven't dabbled too much into it since I'm just doing a campaign run, though. But it's kind of akin to like most other multiplayer games, like Company Heroes 3 and such. Still pretty fun and really reminiscent of older Command & Conquer titles.
Proceeding.
Power plants sighted.
Not a problem. Loud and clear, command.
We've got quite a bit of action here, so let me fall back real quick.
Targeting systems.
Making tracks.
We'll just
Vehicle
selectively take these guys out.
Roll out.
Oh,
Affirmative.
alright, that's not what I wanted for my tank.
Closing ground. You
There we go. And we're just gonna quickly deploy this guy so we can take out these turrets here. There we go. And let's just real quickly heal everyone up.
Dropping repair pods.
You don't like you have to macro that stuff in CNC? Yeah, I mean I did like some like Blizzard RTS, but I don't like macros either or shortcuts. I'm very old school in kind of how I play, so a lot of just very casual mouse clicks and everything. Alright, so let's go ahead, grab our units here,
Taking your position. Removing threat.
and let's take out
Clearing the
some of these more barrels. There we go.
moving to the sap.
That will knock out their power, and that should ease up some pressure from the front.
Secondary objective accomplished.
There we go.
Power is down, Commander. Let's get to the temple.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, so we got some extra units now. We do have an alternate path around the main defenses. And I think that's probably going to be the wiser course of action for us to take.
Yes, command.
So it's very beneficial to swing west here.
Proceeding. Taking new position. Gliding over. Removing threat. Understood.
It looks like that some of the turrets are going to be offline, so we're really lucked out.
Not a problem.
And once more, our recon vehicles are taking a beating.
Gliding over.
That's it. We're here. I've never seen anything like it.
Commander, destroy the SAMs around the temple, and we'll send in your MCV.
Alright, so we've got some cleanup to do. So let's go ahead and start working on it. Those turrets are offline, so let's just mop those up. There we go. We'll just aim at the barrels for some quick damage. Oh, there we go. Sometimes some units get a little weird and won't engage targets. Alright, let's keep swinging down here. Clear everything out so we don't have any extra surprises.
Not a problem. Gliding over. Taking new position.
So we're quickly going to rally everyone up here. We have quite a lot of stuff we have to do. So let's... Don't have any intel though to get my repair turret, so we're just going to have to take our lumps.
Proceeding.
Come in, HQ. It's GDF. They found the temple. HQ, come in. Anyone? Respond.
Understood. Clearing the air. Gliding over. Tracking target. Not a problem.
Alright, so we're going to soften up a little bit of the SAM turret before we even engage. I want to swing up here and to the right a little bit.
Yes, command. Taking new position. I'll take him. Proceeding. Removing threat.
I just want to make sure I can clear all my flanks.
Not a problem. Understood. Clearing the air. Taking new position. Gliding over. Moving to the sap.
Of course, my APC seems to really enjoy being at the forefront.
Standing by. Loud and clear, command. Affirmative. Target spotted.
So we'll see if we can push some of these units a little bit more in front. It actually seems, there we go, a shield maiden got a little bit shoved in the back. A lot of units that can't really engage, I've noticed, just kind of hold back and are easy to lose, which is a little bit annoying, but it's just something we'll have to deal with. I'll probably not continue going this route though, just because my APC has taken some extra damage and I don't want to accidentally fail the mission. So we're just gonna fall back here, make sure to shove this guy in the back. And then we're gonna move right on in, clear up some of these units. Probably lose our other recon car. Our APC keeps loving to be right at the front line. There we go. Oh, you just bought the game? Yeah, it's fun to play. Single player I've always liked a lot more. Multiplayer though, I mean, if you played the original Command and Conquer titles, it's basically the same thing. Definitely like more Tiberian Sun is what it reminds me a lot of. Alright, so let's start swinging a little bit more, secure our sides. We're gonna shove our APC though down below. Let's just use our main force, secure our perimeter. Should be alright. Let's hit their power generators here. I do see their harvester, so I'll probably swing and take that out. I'm just gonna try to keep an eye on my APC so it doesn't accidentally blow up for some reason. I'm just gonna squeak on by that SAM site for right now. Make sure our flanks are good. And we'll hit that last SAM site. And it looks like my tanks really want to get ahead of me a little bit. Let's sweep up here real quick.
Yes, command. Gliding over. Understood.
Alright, looks like we're gonna actually connect back here a little bit.
Removing threat.
Oh, that's a little too much action, so we're gonna fall back.
I'll take him. Taking new position. Let's confirm.
Unit is under attack.
Okay, so we're gonna definitely fall back because we don't want to have our APC too exposed. So it seems we got some little outposts that we're gonna have to be extra careful of.
Unit lost.
Oh, speak of the devil there. We almost lost. Our APC got hit in the back, and that's what I was trying to prevent, but luckily we were in that area, and the scientists fled right on in. So let's try to not take any more of those chances. Close.
Objective accomplished.
All right, Commander. The Dynasty is on to you now. You don't have long. Get some defenses up and give the archaeologists time to work.
Alright, let's see. Where do I want to plant my base? Let's do... Doesn't really give me many options, so I guess we'll just plant it here.
Primary objective accomplished.
Keep with me. Gliding over.
Commander, capture the Tempest rigs to deny enemy harvesting and bolster your economy.
Taking new position. Proceeding.
Okay, so we're gonna be definitely a little quick now. So this base might be a little dirty.
Unit is under attack. Unit lost.
A most remarkable sacrarium Betty.
Constructing.
Not really sure what unit just got attacked though up there. So I might have to swing up there and see. I can't leave my base really exposed.
Construction complete.
Suss real quickly, kind of throw up some base. Actually, do I have a recon car? I do. Still a little scouting. Let's try to get our vehicle bay. Actually, before I can even do that, I'm gonna need some power.
Construction complete.
Scouting. Affirmative.
Alright, so let's quickly see how did we lose stuff. Okay. Well, that's how we lost stuff. Rip recon vehicle. Alright, so let's get our vehicle bay up and running. Well, since I've already started building some of my defenses, we'll just have it go here. We'll grab some artillery vehicles. We're just going to plant them in the ground. Seem to be okay here, so we've got some nice choke points. So let's get a little satellite uplink, and then we're gonna start sectioning stuff
Our
off.
east-based entrance has the benefit of high ground. Place a support beacon to build defensive structures there.
So it seems it wants me to build up here. That does leave my
Complete.
back side here a little exposed, so I'm a little hesitant to follow that recommendation. We have a few capture rigs. So let's see.
Ready, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's move some engineers. And then let's plant
Constructing.
repair bay there, in case I lose my engineers.
Artillery standing by.
Not sure where I want to put this guy here.
Construction complete.
Maybe we'll move a little squad up here.
Unit is under attack.
Then we do have our support beacon. Let's slap it down here. See if I can quickly build some walls.
Constructing. Construction complete.
We got a few turrets up just so we have that build zone radius.
Construction complete.
Siege munitions. I have the gun.
Or plant some artillery turret here.
Taking defensive position. I hear you, Command. We're on our way.
And we're also going to deploy our little vehicle here. That's just going to have to be good enough for right now.
Construction complete.
So we are running out of money, so let's
Construction complete.
get a harvester going. And we'll deploy our comms rig over here. There is this harvester I'm kind of eyeing up, but we do have a little bit of a base in our way. But we are about to get hit by an assault. So I'm gonna have to stay a little close to base for the time being. I just don't have too much money now, so I just have to be a little cautious.
Anywhere you say.
Primary. Dynasty forces approaching from both flanks.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on everything here. Once I get a little bit of defenses here, I think I should be all right, and I'll be able to branch out on my flanks. I'm pretty tied up in cash right now.
The hieroglyphics on this temple read, Temple of Tempest. Curious. It seems it was cultivated in ancient times.
Alright, so let's get some extra power going, and we're going to probably move some generators down here.
Unit is under attack.
We got our first wave on the left side. We do have some better defenses, so since I'm already over here, let's see if I can... Okay, so I'm a little blocked off here. Let's see if I can shove a gate. There we go. That should be alright. Don't know if that's going to give me build radius, though.
Construction complete. Enemy units sighted on the western approach.
We're going to deploy a little beacon here. So we can try to get some more turrets up here. This should secure at least to a decent amount our right flank, and that way we can just focus on our left.
Construction complete.
We are getting a little bit of action, but it looks like our defenses are holding pretty good. So I can just kind of ignore it a little bit. This side, though, is proving to get a lot of action.
Construction complete.
There's not a whole lot I can do for the time being. We should be pretty solid over here for the time. As much as I want to take these tanks and start smashing through this line, still have to be very careful. We're not good for that support beacon just yet. But we'll see where I can even build a wall. Maybe about right there, and we'll just have it run along.
Construction complete.
I'm not gonna really like, let's see, how can I...
Constructing.
Okay, so this might be a little strange wall. That should be alright right there.
Complete.
Hopefully that's not gonna bite me in the butt later.
Construction complete.
Alright, we got our little beacon here. We'll plant it probably right there, and that should have enough space to get some proper turrets up.
Constructing.
Just have to be a little quick here.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, so we're gonna have our line right here. That should be okay. Oh, so I was already a little too late. But these turrets should prevent some build zones, so I should be alright. And this way, I'll be able to take my main force and start swinging south a little bit. And we'll see if I can maybe get him back there, since I did clear a small path, but I'm not certain. I'm gonna need some more power though, so I'm running a little too close on it.
Construct low power.
And that's what I was afraid of. But there we go, back in action.
Caution, enemy units approaching. Construction complete. Constructing.
Okay, and it looks like we're gonna be pretty A-okay. Gonna grab our engineers and shove them down below. We are getting some air units, which is gonna be a little problematic. Might just throw an engineer up there so he can just keep repairing our little deployed vehicle.
Overcroft reporting.
And we're gonna grab our units and we're gonna swing.
Prowling.
We do have holes in our defenses, which I'm not too proud of, but just something we'll have to live with right now while we get some extra money.
Understood. Acknowledged, Command. You got it. Firing. Making tracks.
We'll just do a little light peppering here too.
Aye, command. Sighted.
So it doesn't look like there's too much to worry about down here.
Loading shell.
We still have to be careful.
Caution, enemy units approaching.
Affirmative.
Alright, we'll fall back.
Enemy transport incoming.
So our line is pretty good. We do have some transports, so I'm not sure where they're going to drop them off. Looks like it's gonna be right in a weak area. So let's try
Constructing.
kind of patch it up. Actually, I'm not sure where that one's going.
This part of the world has a history of deluge myths. Fire, water, stone. No, sealed in stone.
Our base is under attack.
No problem.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get hit on some sides. Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
Commander. Closing ground.
Dynasty MCV sighted.
We've got an enemy MCV on the move. Looks like they're trying to block our nearest escape route. The convoy will have to pass over a small bridge to the west, which should provide an ambush point.
Unit is under attack.
Okay, so they really want us to move on this mission, which might be a little difficult just for me because I'm a little bit of a turtler. Oh, and it looks like we've lost our little artillery vehicle here. Okay, so it's definitely got a little hairy here.
Constructing.
So let's just be a little dirty in our construction. There's an
Our base
ambush
is under
point,
attack.
but don't know if I can get to it. We'll see.
Understood.
We might lose all of our units here.
Roll out.
I think it might be worth it at the end of the day.
Acknowledged, command. Affirmative. Flatten them.
The bridge needs repairs. Get us the technician.
Prowling. Roll out.
Bridge repair. Get the MCV moving.
You got it.
Alright, so we're gonna wait here just a little bit. We gotta
Understood.
wait for our moment to strike.
Roll out. Prowling.
And right now.
Acquired.
There we go.
Acknowledged, command. Target confirmed.
Like I said, we're probably gonna lose this entire squad. I think it was a little worth it though.
You got it. Affirmative.
We'll actually fall back, see if we can save a few tanks. It looks like that one MC
Making tracks.
or Tempest rig should be okay with a bigger squad. So I'm gonna have to start building some units here.
Constructing.
My base did take a little bit of a beating.
Training.
So we'll get some more tanks. Let's start getting some infantry units as well. It seems our
ready.
2 and 2 on our gate for turrets is going to be a little
Unit ready.
questionable. So let's try to get
Base is under attack.
just a little bit more turrets.
Caution. Caution. Enemy units approaching.
And we're just gonna dirtily shove everything.
Receiving.
Unit ready.
Alright, so our 3 turrets seem like it's gonna be pretty a-okay. Looks like we do have a hole over here,
Construction complete.
as our tank just kind of showed us.
Anywhere you say.
Unit ready.
Alright, well we are almost nearing our 1 secondary objective, then we can get over there.
Infantry!
Our line seems to be okay on our right side.
Vehicle reporting.
We did lose our gate though, however.
Constructing.
Luckily that's an easy fix.
Construction complete.
Ready, sir.
I just want to be careful not to accidentally grab him.
Roll out. Acknowledged, command.
Awaiting orders.
Sir.
Oh, Mr. Engineer.
Engineer.
Hold on. Half the battle is just trying to get my engineer not to be a part of my main force.
Affirmative.
There we go.
Living in or among the stars, the ones who decree. What is that word? Fate? Who were these beings?
Sir, yes, sir.
Caution. Enemy units
Move out.
approaching.
Moving
Enemy
out.
transports incoming.
Affirmative. Engaging enemy. Line them up. Targeting. Move out. You got it.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we're just gonna quickly scout.
Sir, yes, sir. You got it. Move out.
So it looks like we should be fine.
Moving out.
Unit ready.
Going to grab our engineer
Our base is under attack.
and just take over that rig.
Is under attack.
See if we can get away with it.
Commander, Scopes is tracking a large Dynasty army forming a pincer around your position. Return to base immediately and prepare to evacuate.
So this mission is kind of fast-paced. So I may not actually be able to complete all of my secondary objectives here.
On your command.
Building captured. Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Luckily I did build those 2 turrets, so we should be okay.
Base is under attack.
I may not be able to venture out here. Oh yeah, we're just gonna be getting a hit a little too hard.
Engaging enemy. Fire.
1 minute remaining.
Really like to destroy my gate though, it seems. We got about 48
Construction
seconds. I might be able to
Attack.
Acknowledged.
take a little bit of a
You
gamble.
got it.
Might explode in my face, but we'll see.
Training.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Move out.
Just have to keep an eye on my base. Just a little bit.
Unit lost.
Fire. Fire.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
You got it.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
Sir, yes, sir.
Fall back our units.
Who's ready?
Grab an engineer.
You got it,
I'm gonna see how many secondary
Primary
objectives I
objective
can knock out.
accomplished. Primary.
The medevac has arrived. LZ is west of your position. Abandon base if you have to. Just escort the archaeologists to safety. Priority 1, Commander.
We have the research. The rest we can decipher later. Get us out of here.
Alright, and it seems we actually lost our secondary objectives.
hand over your scientists, and we'll let you live.
It seems we're gonna have to
captured.
quickly bounce here.
Yes,
So we can
sir.
probably safely take our force here.
Additional silos required.
So definitely you can't do this mission a little bit slow like I did if you really want to nail out every single secondary
Get ready.
mission. That's
Yes,
okay.
sir. No trouble. Affirmative. No trouble. Affirmative.
So we're just gonna take our force
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna get some
Base
medevac.
is under attack. Additional silos.
There they are. We must stop them now.
Units under attack.
Ready for pickup.
Our harvester is under attack.
Just gonna have to be a little careful here.
Base is under attack.
So our APC has proven that it likes to try and get self-exploded,
No trouble.
Base is under attack.
just like the recon cars.
No trouble. Yes, sir.
Scramble all aircraft. Kill the GDF scientists.
Base is under attack.
Alright, we should be free and clear.
Unit lost.
By that.
Our base is under attack. 1 minute remaining.
Exemplary work, Commander. That was a close one.
Well, not too bad. It was a victory. However, we didn't get a lot of our secondary missions completed. So that one's definitely gonna have to be a little bit quicker if you want to try to 100% or attempt to do that on these missions. So let's just roll into the next here. But not too bad. We got about 36 minutes, 45. So an actual short RTS mission, which is actually surprising because the other missions have been a little bit along the lines of an hour or more on average. But it seems we got quite a bit of the secondary missions. We were too late on the radar station. Same with the Tempest rigs. And we have 2 unknowns. A little dirty, but that's okay. Victory is a victory. And we'll just go ahead and see you in the next. Alright, let's hear our briefing from the GDF leader.
This failure cannot stand. The Dynasty detonated a nuclear warhead within GDF territory.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but for whatever reason, the Dynasty chose to set it off below the surface. Losses could have been a hell of a lot worse.
A nuclear warhead, Colonel. The Earth is already choking in radiation from the last war.
I am aware of the effects, but I was not responsible for its detonation, and neither was the commander.
The bomb was sighted in transit during the commander's last mission. Why did the commander not stop it?
The retreat order had been issued in the face of insurmountable reinforcements from enemy territory. The harebrained mission had been accomplished, and the order was given to prevent further unnecessary loss of life.
The Dynasty cannot be allowed to move nuclear weapons around unchallenged. The commander should have belayed the retreat order and targeted the bomb's escort. Colonel, do I make myself clear?
I think you should see this.
My God, what the hell are those things?
Director?
What was... That's not...
SciComm, Code Red. Issue an immediate retreat order to all GDF units in 10 miles. Get our troops out of there. Weapons free. These things fire, fire back. Get our drone fleet in the air and get me a satellite pointed at this. I want to know what the hell we're dealing with. Commander, your forces are closest.
Well, it seems I'm about to be fighting aliens. That started to get a little interesting. Alright, so let's look at our doctrines. So we have access to 2 tier 4s. And I think I'm just going to be hard locked into mobility with the tier 3. So we already looked at our helmet communications, but we do have access to this. And that, oh, that's going to be hard to pronounce. Virulent scanners. Marked enemies attack 15% slower and take 15% additional damage from all sources. So that's not a bad debuff, but I haven't really been doing too much of intel. So I'm a little bit more passive. So let's see here. All infantry units always have comm bonus unless the player's in low power mode. I'm pretty good on power, so I think we're probably going to take this, just because it kind of suits my play style. Let's swing into the armory. So we've got 1 additional slot now. Now last mission, I think I did get hit by some Tempest rounds, but those are a little bit expensive for those upgrades. So I think what I'm going to do is just ignore those and look for something else. So this is all production structures generate 1 intel every 20 seconds. That might be ideal because we were running into a little bit of intel issues. So we're going to buy that. And then we're going to quickly try to find it in our list. There it is. We're going to equip it. So that's going to be all good on our armory. So let's take a look at our mission here. So 75% of the last mission was completed. I'll take it. That's not bad. And I didn't claim that I was doing a full 100% run, just more kind of like a casual playthrough. So let's look at Ancient Power. So we're going to Egypt. We're going to be holding out against an unknown aggressor, aka aliens. We have quite a bit of main objectives, and our secondaries are little lights, so it shouldn't be too bad like the last mission. Alright, let's get into our briefing transcript.
An unknown aggressor is attacking GDF and Dynasty forces indiscriminately. Evacuate the base and retreat with the MCV to a more defensible location. Enemy firepower is unknown. Enemy intent is unknown. Enemy weaknesses are unknown.
Okay, so that doesn't really instill a lot of confidence. We're going to be flying in pretty blind, but we do have a evac and hold. So we're basically going to be hitting the ground running. Well, sounds like a party. I intend to attend it.
Command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
The Dynasty have recently set up a base in the area, but they're already leaving. I need you to re-establish contact with our base in Cairo and get an explanation for all this. You're on your own, so good luck.
Alright, so we're going to have to be a little careful. So we have just limited units.
Right then.
So let's try to get a look at our immediate area.
Affirmative. Kick it. Heading in. Location set. On the road.
Okay, we got
Roger,
some
command.
ruins, not too bad.
Let's go.
So we might be running into a
Let's
funnel.
Heading in.
Alright, so we got some base activity to our right.
Roger, command. Roger, command. Heading in.
Okay, so we're definitely being funneled.
On the road.
That's not bad.
Received. Let's go.
Oh, and it seems they're evacing.
Unit is under attack.
Let's hit those barrels so we make quick work of that tower.
Kick it.
May not be able to really hit these, but we'll try.
Acknowledged. Location set.
See if we can bunch up here. Okay, so it's gonna be a little too far. I was hoping to knock out some of their power to make life a little bit easier.
Stay back. I see him. Affirmative. Affirmative. On the road.
Gonna move my units out of the way because I don't want to get accidentally run over by the larger vehicles and lose some units.
Let's go.
Alright, there we go.
Kick it.
Probably gonna lose our one recon vehicle, but that's to be
Everyone
expected.
on the road. Kick it.
We're just gonna slowly move up.
Affirmative.
So we don't know what danger lurks. Luckily, we do have that perk still that repairs our vehicles.
Location set.
So that one definitely has been a great investment.
Roger, command. Heading in. Received. Location set. On the road.
So we'll just wait here just a little bit just so our recon car can recover. So I'm gonna need all the units I can get so far because we haven't gotten any reinforcements. That should be about good enough
Kick
there.
it. Received.
Commander, you made it. Our comms rig is getting interference. It makes no sense, but it's coming from the pyramids.
Sergeant, I told you. That's because the pyramids were built by...
Aliens.
Soldiers down.
Heading in.
Looks like we might actually be dealing with a
Let's go.
Stargate situation.
Affirmative.
Yeah, this would be fun.
Let's go. Let's go. Everyone buckled in? Heading in. Kick
Alright,
it.
so we're still gonna do a little exploration here.
Affirmative.
Get a little bit more lay of the land.
On the road. Roger, command. Roger, command. Kick it.
Okay, so we got a bridge that we could potentially repair.
On the road. Received. Location set.
We do have another one here as well, but that's gonna lead into the enemy base that's down there. So we're gonna be
Location set.
a little watchful on that one.
On the road.
Alright, so we're blocked there. We're blocked by pyramid that is shooting a laser beam.
Kick it. Let's go.
That seems a little bit like a problem.
Received. Roger, command.
Alright, it seems we're gonna run into our base.
Kick it. Heading.
Primary objective accomplished.
All troops to the north gates. This is not a drill. Repeat. All troops to the north gates. This is not a drill. Arise, my brethren. Arise.
Our squad's down! Fall back to the base!
Reinforcements at the ready.
Primary objective reinforcements have arrived.
Let's go.
Regional command here. I don't know what those things are. We'd have been overrun without your help. I need you to hold the line a little longer. GDF command needs to know about this. Defend our construction yard and data core while I upload what we have on this new threat. Transferring my remaining troops over to you.
Okay, so we're dealing with some subterranean aliens that look like they can zombify my soldiers. That's a little problematic.
Hostiles! Sighted at the south gate!
Our base is under attack. Unit is under attack. Our base is under attack.
Looks like I can't build any defenses, so this is gonna be
Arrival ready! You got it!
a little rough.
Training.
So we're just gonna spam some infantry here. That's all we really can do.
Our base is under attack.
Tools ready. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Engineering.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Sir!
Unit ready.
Sir.
Unit ready. Primary.
Data transfer complete. Local files deleted.
Incoming enemy fighter!
Commander, we are relocating the MCV to our Cairo outpost. Escort our MCV here, then build up strong defenses. We don't know what the enemy is capable of.
All local units, this is a base-wide retreat! We have incoming!
Tools ready. Yes, sir. What's your flanks? Ready, sir. Acknowledged.
So we're just gonna have to run here.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Godspeed, soldiers in that base.
Acknowledged. No problem.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. No problem. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Alright, looks like we're pretty good now.
Primary objective accomplished.
Let's quickly check this base we abandoned.
Okay, Commander. Now that the dust has settled, we have intel for you. Whatever these things are, we already know they have immense capability for destruction. They're trying to destroy our forces, and we already have reports of them targeting civilians. Push back against their expansion and protect your base, Commander. Right now, you're the last bastion for the people of Cairo.
So no pressure. Oh boy.
Constructing. Base is under attack. Unit is under attack.
Alright, so this is gonna be a little quick and dirty here.
Construction complete.
It's gonna be dealing with a lot of zombies. Okay, so we got 2 harvester plants up. We got our war factory. Not seeing the barracks though.
Constructing.
So let's get a barracks going. Don't have any silos. Oh, actually we got 2 of them. My bad.
Construction complete.
Probably gonna need some repairs. No satellite uplink.
Construction complete. Distress signals detected.
If anyone can hear this, help! We're held out east of the GDF base. Come quickly. These things are...
Alright, so we're gonna have to be a little quick if we're gonna get our secondary objectives here.
Construction complete.
Probably should swing north.
Construction complete.
Looks like that might be...
New data incoming from across the Battle Command uplink. The enemy appears capable of teleporting units and structures. Be alert for attacks from any direction.
Affirmative.
This mission starts
No problem.
getting worse and worse.
Holy! What happened to those civilians?
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. No problem.
Alright, so those civilians obviously didn't make it. That's not good.
Unit is under attack.
Alright, let's reball our unit back in base.
Constructing. Construction complete.
Get some extra turrets up.
Construction complete.
So that looks like some form
Engineering.
of grenadier turret or unit.
Construction complete.
Might actually be losing that turret down there. Okay, so we're gonna have to move our unit up here. Quickly take care of him.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit, our base is under attack. Base is under attack. Enemy assaults are gaining strength. Prepare base defenses for heavier attacks.
Do have a little hole here. We're gonna try to patch this up.
Construction complete.
So let's try to get some more power going. I'm probably just gonna spam, I think, turrets for the time being.
Constructing.
Turrets and power seem like it's gonna be a wise course of action.
Construction complete. Constructing.
I take my main force. It's gonna be a little bit of a gamble. We're gonna see if we can hit that one base up here.
Construction complete.
See if we can slow them down just a little bit.
No problem. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit is under attack.
So this should knock out this base.
Unit is under attack.
Give us a little bit of breathing room.
Base is under attack.
You got it! Line them up! Affirmative!
There we go. I'm gonna fall back.
Yes, sir!
Unit ready.
Acknowledged! Yes, sir!
Looks like we have some zombies following us, but I think we're gonna be okay. Let's get on some base defenses here.
Unit ready.
We got a data core up and running,
Constructing.
so we can get some
Base is under attack.
better turrets here.
Unit ready.
Definitely gonna need some more long-range turrets. Since we are running into quite a few zombies,
Unit, our base is under attack.
grenade turret might come in handy. And it definitely seems like we're gonna need some artillery cover.
Unit ready.
So that should hopefully counteract those grenade units. Still thinking that nothing's gonna come from my right or south here.
On your command. You got it.
Our base is under attack.
So let's get some additional turrets up here. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get hit a little bit on our right side here.
Sir, yes, sir. Moving out. You got it.
Unit is under attack.
Engaging enemy. Move out. Fire. Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, so we're gonna have to patch up this hole.
Constructing.
So let's grab some additional turrets here. We're gonna run back into some power issues.
Constructing.
But luckily we've got 2 harvesters, so we should be alright.
Construction complete.
We got a little bit of breathing room. I want to skip that base and see if I can get maybe a little bit of that distress beacon. Don't have a recon car, it looks like.
Construction complete.
Let's see if I can quickly build one, and I'll just shove them all the way over there. We do have a little bit of money issues. It's kind of to be expected. I'm trying to be a little bit faster in base building. I don't want to move my main force all the way over there, especially if we're already struggling just a little bit.
Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
Alright, so we got a recon car. Let's have them do some scouting.
Keep an eye out. Roger. Scouting. Moving. On it.
Construction complete.
Roger. On the road. Scouting. Keep an eye out.
Alright, we're just gonna see if we can bypass all of them there.
Secondary.
Dynasty calling for help? It must be bad. What happened to those Dynasty troops?
Okay, so that was kind of a false distress beacon.
The local militia have seen what's happening to their people and want to help. Use an engineer to deliver weapons to the militia groups.
I don't know if I actually have any engineers.
Our base is under
Doesn't look
attack.
like I have any.
Training.
So it looks like we're gonna build 2 engineers.
Reporting.
Gonna move our main force out of the way a little bit.
Unit ready.
And it looks like our artillery turret is a pretty good investment.
Yes, sir.
So let's get these militiamen over here.
Thanks for the weapons. We'll fight for our people.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Alright, so we've got some extra militiamen.
Tools ready. Acknowledged.
We'll move them over there. This side of the base definitely seems to be a little weak compared to all the others.
Constructing.
So I'm gonna see if I can try to
Secondary
beef
objective
this
accomplished.
up a little bit.
We stand with GDF against the enemy.
Unit is under attack. Construction complete.
Base defenses seem to be holding. Okay. Let's just quickly run through the prepare tool. We have a pretty sizable force. We should be okay at our base. We'll move in, knock out the other.
Engineering? Yes, sir.
Let's just quickly
Ready, sir.
separate our engineer from everything else.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Heavy infantry reported. I'm on it. Drone and route.
We'll grab our little forces, make them into a ball.
Moving out.
We're gonna move on in. So far, we've cleared out all secondaries.
Constructing.
Ready for orders.
Oh, before I move out, let's clear out this wave. That's not too bad.
Construction complete.
Gonna rally the soldiers right here. Then we're gonna move up. Do a little bit more extra repairs here. Okay, should be pretty good. Let's move it.
I'm on it. Roger that. Copy that.
Not necessarily we're on patrol, so we'll just make very short work of them.
Moving out. Roger that. Weapon restored. Just give me a second. Weapon restored. Just give me a second. Moving out. Roger that. Copy that. Weapon restored. I'm on it. Just give me a second. Hold on. Road coming up. And route.
So let's focus a little bit more on these buildings. Zombies don't really seem to be too much of a threat.
Moving out.
Looks like we're just gonna be keeping our squad intact.
Acknowledged.
Well, for the most part anyway.
Targeting. Affirmative.
Try and move some of our units forward so they all attack.
Engaging enemy.
Great work, Commander. Civilians are being evacuated as we hold the line against the enemy. An enemy we don't understand. Satellite images only go so far. We're sending our surviving jets to clear enemy air defenses and allow us to recon the enemy base with our specialist.
Sniper in position for recon. These structures are humming with energy. They might provide power. I'm seeing enemy forces emerge from gateways in these buildings. The enemy deployed these CM units just before their forward bases appeared. Incoming hostiles. Let's move!
Base is under attack. Analyzing enemy structures, units, strategies. Commander, destroy the key production facilities and push the enemy out of Cairo. Base is under attack.
Oh, so our base is taking a lot of action. We're gonna pull back our force here.
Unit is under attack. Base is under attack.
So our right flank definitely seemed to be pretty weak.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Fire! Fire! You got it. Move out.
Alright, so that was a little close. We're gonna have to beef up our defenses.
Constructing. Construction complete.
Let's see, how do I want to position my turrets?
Construction complete.
Probably build a little turret wall. Definitely took a pretty big pounding here.
Constructing. Constructing.
We do have access to advanced power, so we might actually get rid of some of these single ones here and replace them. So we'll just wait so we can do that.
Under attack. Constructing.
We are fighting quite a bit of zombies though right now.
Base is under attack. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Tools ready. Acknowledged.
It's like we got some engineers mixed in with our units, which we're just gonna have to kind of bear with here. Let's actually get some air control tower so we can send some units. We'll take our force, go back out just a little bit. Train out some more units. Prepare for another
Construction
attack.
complete. Unit ready. Constructing.
Alright, let's try to get even more power here.
Constructing.
Ready, sir.
The force seems pretty decent.
Unit ready.
Gonna see if we can spearhead. Hopefully there's not kind of a cliff wall in our way.
Construction complete.
No problem.
Commander, these buildings appear to be processing the Tempest. Destroying them could deprive the enemy of resources and weaken the assault.
Alright, so it looks like we got another secondary objective. Race's got a little light attacks, but seems like it's still holding pretty well.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Alright, it seems our defenses are holding for the time being. I'm just gonna have to keep switching back to my base.
Ready. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we're just gonna move our force there.
Insufficient funds.
We do have a secondary force, so we're just gonna hold there. Gonna grab our engineer.
Setting it up.
We're gonna repair this bridge and cross it.
Sir.
So this way,
Funds.
we can quickly destroy that harvester that's all the way up there.
No problem.
And we'll jump back to base.
Secondary objective failed.
Okay, so it looks like we've got their base expansion that popped up.
No problem.
So we definitely have to be quicker next time.
Yes, sir.
That's okay.
No problem.
Unit ready.
Secondary missions definitely seem to be a little bit quicker and timed. These later missions.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. No.
Unit is under attack.
Yes, sir.
We can probably take our engineer,
Placing sandbags.
rebuild the base, but I don't think we're going to attack it just yet. Just do some prep work.
Commander. Sir, yes, sir.
We're gonna fall back because I want to get that other harvester.
You got it.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Seems to be on the way back to our one base.
Acknowledged.
Unit is
Base
under
seems to be
attack.
okay.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so we're gonna be running into some enemy air. Ground force is a little weak on that regard, but
Sir?
just see if we can punch through.
Moving out. Line them up. Sir, yes, sir.
And we'll take out this little harvester area.
Moving out.
It should at least weaken their force that's gonna be coming at me.
You got
Unit ready.
Fire.
All Tempest processors destroyed.
Okay, we'll just keep our forces up there for the time being.
Unit ready.
Still slowly getting money back. I think we're in an okay spot. The only objective we have left is to assault the main base. It seems our harvester is going to be getting caught in some enemy lines here. So let's just extend our wall just a little bit here.
Construction complete.
Do some additional repairing.
Construction complete. Insufficient funds.
We should be safe in probably actually selling these two power supply plants here. And we'll see about making a run for the base.
On your command. You got it.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
And let's just quickly look around a little bit here. I think what we're gonna need to do is probably swing around our bridges. That might be the wisest course of action to just kind of avoid all the main line that's coming our way.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
We do have a little weak spot. That's what it looks like.
Constructing.
So we'll plant those. We're gonna take our main units.
Acknowledged.
We're gonna swing them to the left here.
Moving out.
We're gonna dogpile them that way. We'll go through our bridge route we created.
Construction
Should be fine. We got another large power relay going up here. We'll try to be a little safe with it. And maybe we'll create just a little bit of helipads here.
Our base is under attack. Constructing.
Alright, we'll take our main force. Start moving up.
Construction complete.
Seems to be just a little base right there, but we're just gonna ignore that structure.
Construction complete.
And take our main force.
On your command.
We're gonna move her up
Construction
straight to
complete.
this area here. And we'll keep an eye on our base. Luckily, we did smack down one of those additional bases, so we definitely have relieved some pressure.
Standing by, Commander.
We're gonna take our units, we're gonna shove them over here.
Drone en route.
We're just gonna have them wait, then we'll make our main push into the base, and we should be okay. Keyword being should. Let's continue just dirtily shoving reactors in our base. May not look the prettiest, is what it is. Then we'll do a little additional wall building here.
Construction complete.
Maybe have an additional gate just in case they break through the line.
Construction complete.
So they really seem to be attacking this corner quite a bit.
Construction complete.
We seem to have an enemy force though slowly rolling in. We're gonna take care of them. And we'll move on the main base. Just to err on the side of safety. I'm not a fan of these power plants being there, just in case they explode. Plus I can put some additional turrets here if need be. So I got all my reactors safely tucked away in my base. And I've got green power, so I can go ahead and kind of take it. I do have some aerial units that I can get. Well, let's get some
Researching.
research going here.
Researching.
Okay, it looks like those units really
Unit ready.
don't like the previous base walls for some reason. Okay, so it looks like we're being still a little light. Got some of the forces rolling in here. See if I can actually get rid of some of these sandbags.
Structure upgraded.
This pathing on the right side is a little weird, but it seems we're able to hold it down.
Structure upgraded.
We have some air units. Let's get some quellers going here. So we got some extra support for our base. Gotta take our main force, and we're just gonna roll right in right now. We might get a little stuck on the bridge, but we'll just have to deal with it.
Humans detected. Begin disintegration.
Just gonna force my units through because we got quite a bit, and I don't want the bridge to blow up. Alright, so our main unit is getting knocked down pretty good. We'll continue to push through. Try to aim as much as we can for the main objective buildings. So we're just gonna hot dog it a little bit here. It looks like we may not be able to do it. We did some pretty decent damage though to the enemy base. Seems like these grenade takes are definitely a little rough to fight against. Alright. So our first run at the base, not too bad.
Training.
However, I might have to go back to my old trick, which is just doing a massive air assault. Which hasn't let me down yet, so we'll see if it's going to work.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Took some light damage at the base, so let's make sure everything's good. And we'll make another run.
Training.
Get 2 more Quellers, and then we'll see how effective this is gonna be.
Constructing.
Just get some additional walls here. Maybe we can fix that line and it can hit over here. As a backup, we'll start very lightly on possibly another ground push here.
Training.
And we should be pretty okay, so we just got
ready.
1 Queller we're waiting on.
Training.
Okay, there we go. Got all our forces.
Unit ready.
Let's try our run here at the base.
Unit ready.
Be a little strategic in how they kind of path. So we're gonna have them go all the way up there. I did see some enemy contacts on our little mini-map heading our way. So I have to get a little bit ready for those while I wait.
Unit ready.
Okay, there's a little Air Force.
Unit ready.
I'll check it out.
And we'll make our run here.
Getting into position.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Targets an enemy. Solid copy. Cookham.
Our base is under attack.
Okay, so not too bad.
Unit is under attack.
Looks like our air assault is actually gonna be pretty good. We're getting a little attacked
Unit
here.
ready. Insufficient funds.
Whatever you need.
Took some damage, but we'll have our resupply going here. And we'll make another run. Okay, so we got some pretty
Insufficient
decent
funds.
charges. We're just gonna wait for him to get his charge back. Okay, so let's try our run here. We might lose some units, but that's
Targets.
gonna be alright.
Getting into position. You got it. Understood.
We'll go for their power,
Solid
make things a little bit easier for us.
targets. Targets an enemy. Take him out.
That's so not too bad.
Roger. You got it.
And we're actually probably gonna fall back our unit.
Unit ready.
And we'll make another run. So I'm a little tight on money, so I want to make sure that I don't lose too many units.
Unit ready.
We'll redo some of our markers here, just in case I need some rapid response. However, paying attention a little bit more to those aliens, it definitely looks like the aliens are a little bit more towards the Goa'uld from Stargate. So that one guy is hitting me with some little
Unit
scepter
ready.
thing. Which is pretty fascinating. Alright, so they're gonna get healed up, and then we'll make another run. Looks like we're gonna have another force coming our way here. Our air cav seems to be alright. We got everyone. We'll just put them at our little rally point, and then we'll check our base. We're actually gonna sell this little power plant here. See if I can get maybe an additional turret over here. Also, I think the Haywire is a new turret, so it's an advanced defense turret. Fires a large number of missiles at enemy vehicles and air units. Units hit by the Haywire turret are silenced, losing access to their abilities. So that seems like it's actually going to be quite good.
Unit ready.
So we'll go ahead and play around with them a little bit.
Training.
Because I don't think I've actually built that at all. And we're probably just going to place one advanced
Insufficient funds.
right there. We'll get that stuff started.
Where's the fire?
We may not be able to see the Haywire this turn,
Painting
but
targets.
we'll still build it just in case.
Getting into position.
Alright, we're gonna go back to hitting their power.
You got it.
Unit ready.
Okay, there we go. Gonna take out a little bit more of their other structures here. Because luckily our main ground forces actually went ahead and softened them up pretty good, so our air units can come in and sweep.
I'll check it out. Getting into position. Painting targets. Understood. Targeting enemies.
And we'll just continue softening up. We do have access straight for the main objective. We are still getting attacked here. So let's fall back. Let's let our air rearm. Then we might just spearhead the objective. Our base seems pretty okay. We've got our additional turret up. We're a little low on money, but we have enough space to actually build some additional turrets. Looks like I'm not going to be able to preemptively. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have additional money to preemptively start that turret up. Our power is good. Air's rearmed. Might actually not be able to do another run because he's out of recharges, it seems. Oh, he got it. Never mind. Then let's hit their main base. Okay, so we are gaining a little bit of attention here. So let's quickly make some work of them.
Construction complete.
It seems, though, I'm noticing every time I attack a structure, they're actually attacking me back, which is actually pretty interesting. We're taking some good hits. We're gonna fall back, save a little bit of money. Then we got one more structure to attack. And then this mission will be good for either the next phase or we'll have a mission victory. Just one more run and we'll be good. Our base is doing still really well.
Our base is under attack.
Do have a little bit of a hole here, but so far nothing's really attacking me this way, but I'll just preemptively build a little bit of a wall just in case.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, so our air units
Construction complete.
are good once more. We'll grab everyone, send them to a rally point. Once they're there, we'll sweep in and hit that last mission building. In the meantime, we'll just see if I can finish this wall.
Constructing.
And nothing should attack us, but just be a little extra careful. That should be fine. Alright, so our Air Force is almost in position.
Construction complete.
Ready for combat.
Alright, we're good. Looks like, though, our base is going to take a little bit of hits, but it's a non-issue. So we'll move in, knock down this last one.
Targeting enemy. Getting into position.
Construction complete.
Solid copy. Painting targets.
Just clear out some of these additional structures. Oh, so attacking that, though, has called in some reinforcements. Doesn't look like anything that's going to hit air units. So we'll just take out our objective.
Unacceptable losses. Relocation initialized.
Not too bad. Definitely got pretty dicey, but we were able to pull through it. And when in doubt, just break out the air units, and you'll be pretty much in a good spot. Our ground forces definitely got pretty butchered, though. Alright, so let's continue to the next screen. Okay, so that's almost on par with the average mission. Almost an hour, but we completed it. We did end up unable to go ahead and complete 2 secondary missions, but I think that's okay. Overall, not bad. I'll see you in the next. Alright, let's see. We're coming up on the hour. So I'm not going to actually roll into the next mission. We're actually going to back out here to main menu. And then we'll actually go ahead and do a little bit of a skirmish match. And we'll make it extra easy for us. And we'll just go ahead, add some bots here. We'll just give me hard bots. That should be fine. We'll do GDF versus both just dynasties. That looks good. Haven't played too much skirmish, but we'll just see. So some pretty interesting matches here. So a lot of just, it's like 1v1s or doubles. Definitely seems to be more 1v1s, but we'll just go ahead. We'll do the Alps, because it seems like it might be pretty cool. And then we'll just do a little bit of skirmish, and then we'll probably call it a night. Okay. So let's get our base going here.
Constructing.
So let's see, I got choke points here, choke points, and a little bit of a choke point.
Construction complete.
So let's shove our refinery at the back of the base. Get some extra power. And let's put some of our structures here. Alright, we'll just wait here a little bit. See what our bot's doing. So he's pretty much on par with us.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's get a little bit of a silo, shove it back there. I'm not sure where the enemy is. They shouldn't be able to build any units just yet.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we got dual power. Looks like we got some 2 bunkers I can station units in. We have another structure here.
Construction complete.
Definitely want to build right there.
Training.
So let's just get a little bit of infantry going. So I need the vehicle base so I can go ahead and start getting
ready. Constructing.
some base defenses here.
Unit ready.
We'll get some additional power going.
Unit ready.
So I can't do what I want, so I'm gonna have to push my map bounds a little bit here.
Construction complete.
Alright, I'm still not there yet. I got an okay line, but not the one I want. We'll take some of my units.
You got it.
We'll just move a squad up there.
Construction complete. Training.
Probably get some more. I'm gonna invest probably in a harvester. A little bit of the long game here.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
I don't see any enemies.
Move out.
We're just gonna park our units right in this one bunker.
Building captured.
Alright, so they should be all snug in there, which means we might actually have bunkers down
Unit
here.
ready.
It looks like we have 1 bunker and a fortification. Not exactly sure what that building is, but I guess I'll find out. Do have 2 points, so that's a little bit harder to cover.
Unit ready.
Not sure if I could really build anything that could push my boundaries. Let's try to build a little repair station here. Hopefully that'll push down more so I can get a little bit tighter choke point.
Infantry.
Alright, so I got another squad.
Sir, yes, sir.
Gonna move them into this fortification. We're just gonna wait.
Rifle ready.
I'm not sure I might be able to actually capture this.
On your command.
So let's check
Yes,
this
sir.
building out.
Building captured.
It just might be a bigger bunker. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's just a bigger bunker. Alright. Looks like our defense line didn't really get moved too much. So I'll probably just accept my fate and just build some walls here.
Constructing.
Because some turrets are better than no turrets.
Construction complete.
We'll get that started a little bit. Got our 2 harvesters, so it should be easy. I want to build a little bit more over here. I don't have a complete line.
Complete.
It does look like I need a satellite uplink to get some things that I want. So we're gonna move on to getting this up already.
Construction complete.
That should be okay putting it there. We did extend our build line with the turrets, but
Constructing.
it's not good enough. It's not airtight anyway.
Construction complete.
Our build line did expand pretty nicely. So let's just go ahead and try to get some walls up.
Construction complete.
And then we'll get another power station.
Construction complete.
We got some defenses here.
Construction complete.
Okay, we'll just have to wait for some cash here. You might want to make a squad and shove them into that fortification.
Construction complete.
So let's do 3, 3,
Insufficient funds.
and then probably 3. And we'll see if we can shove them all in that fortification.
Unit
Might
ready.
not be able to fit all of them, but we'll still see. Alright, he's about to offload, so we're going to be able to preemptively build a little bit of our wall.
Constructing.
We have a little bit of a hole here, and I'll see if I can dirtily patch it up. We are getting attacked, though, now.
Unit lost.
It looks like we got fully burnt out of our bunker, which is not good.
Training.
So we're going to have to build some units, because right now our southwest is completely open. We got a few infantry,
Our base is under attack.
but I doubt they're going to be able to take out that tank fully.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
Okay, our one turret is struggling. Doesn't look like the bot wants to commit fully to attacking me, but luckily I've got a tank now. We are just running low on money.
Unit ready.
So we'll just play a little safe right now. So far though, our base, or a little bunker to the north, hasn't really been engaged. Looks like the enemy's really going ahead
Making tracks.
and outpacing me here.
Construction complete. Unit is under attack.
Alright, we'll just seal that up.
Construction complete.
Our allies are doing pretty okay down there.
Construction complete.
I'll just move to make kind of my force a little beefier.
Complete.
Receiving. Understood.
We'll just stockpile our units down here. We'll try to make our defenses pretty strong. Don't really have a good way to put a gate there though. So we'll see if we can put maybe a generator down here to push our line.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we're able to push our line.
Constructing.
Looks like it's not going to allow me to build there.
Construction complete.
But it looks like if the wall don't want to be built there, it should be okay.
Constructing.
We'll build our gate. It'll be a little off center from the road. Slightly bothers me, but I can live with it.
Construction complete.
And now our choke point should be okay. So now I can start moving on some units.
Training.
I do have a bunker though that's right here. They should have only a flame unit, I think that was in there. So we'll see.
Unit ready.
So far, no action to our north. So it seems the enemy might just be focusing our allies down there. We'll actually do a little bit of scouting.
Got it. Affirmative. Move out.
Unit ready.
We'll just have a hold position. Looks like the enemy went ahead, got both bunkers. We're just gonna let our tanks kind of lightly pepper that down.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
And we'll have them hold too, so they don't go chasing. We'll just keep that tank right there for now. Not gonna be too worried about our north. So our forward bunker is kind of okay.
Anywhere you say. Roll out.
Got some more of our tanks. So it looks like that one flamethrower soldier got knocked out.
Acknowledged, command.
However, he ran away to the other bunker. So we are getting attacked a little bit here.
Affirmative.
So we'll get our tank. I don't want my infantry getting shoved up there just because of the flamethrower guy. Just do a little bit of trading.
Unit is under attack. Constructing.
I got some additional power going here. I'll try to focus on some air units.
On your command.
Alright, so we're gonna pull this tank
Taking
back.
tracks. Understood.
We're gonna shove him right into our repair bay. Alright,
Construction complete.
so they both evac'd. That guy's just gonna sprint away. We won't give chase. We'll still kind of play a little close.
Commander. Prowling.
We're gonna repair our one tank. And we're still gonna slowly build up. But we might want to build some walls here.
Constructing.
That way, if I'm not gonna be paying attention to my base, the enemy won't just insert themselves in.
Construction complete.
And we'll look into a turret.
Constructing.
By 2. Because also those turrets will extend my baseline.
Ready to roll. Closing ground.
Training.
Look at some more infantry.
Training. Unit ready.
We'll get our wall pushed up a little bit here. We've got some defense. So if the enemy comes to attack me, it should run right into those turrets.
Construction complete.
We'll probably get some additional power plants. Well, maybe.
Commander.
Unit ready.
So let's move our units here at this choke point, just get a nice little buffer zone. Then we're going to move in down southward. I see what we run into. So far it's been pretty quiet. I think they've mainly been trying to take out my ally. So I'm going to have to try and get the pressure off of him.
Unit ready.
Commander. You got it.
Alright, we'll check up. So we got 3 units, and then 5.
Unit ready.
Our vehicles, for the most part, are done. We want to build a little bit extra wealth here.
Unit ready.
We can safely build the air control tower, at least in terms of power. Money-wise, not so much.
Unit ready.
I don't have too much space to play with.
Our base is under attack.
We'll just probably shove it right here. Alright, so now we're catching some actual base heat here. We did okay on our base defenses. We might need to invest in another turret, though.
Combat ready. Roger that.
Ooh, and it looks like my ally's actually completely destroyed. So that's not good. My ally's knocked out of the game. And I fear I might get knocked out of this one, too. Not the best skirmish player.
Acknowledged. You got it. You got it.
Alright, so we're just gonna swing down. We're gonna see what we got. Our harvesters are going pretty far for resources.
Moving out. Move out. Acknowledged.
So we might run into some issues here.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Sir, yes, sir.
Unit ready.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Okay, so far we haven't really ran into anything. Got mercenary outposts, but looks like I'll need an engineer for that.
Under attack.
It seems my base is now getting some action.
Moving out. You got it.
We'll still creep along here.
Acknowledged.
See where the enemy base
Move
is.
out.
Okay, and it looks like we found him.
Targeting. Engaging enemy.
Unit is under attack.
You got it. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, so it looks like the enemy is running out of
Engaging enemy.
resources. So the birds are gonna fall back.
Yes, sir. Move out. Fire, fire. Targeting. Line 'em up. You got it.
But I think our little squad's going to probably get knocked out here. Have quite a bit of infantry.
Construction complete.
Our tanks got whittled away.
Unit is under attack. Unit lost.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can track my harvesters to kind of go for that. I can see probably why they're taking the route they are. So let's just quickly move one of those walls here.
Returning to base.
I can build a gate now, so that should make their lives a little bit easier.
I'm listening. If you say.
So let's just grab our harvesters, shove them up there. Oh, I actually need that. Okay, so we got a little bit of mistakes going on.
Incoming.
If I lose my harvesters, it's definitely gonna be pretty big GGs here. So far, though, the bots aren't really interested in me for some reason. So we'll just have to wait for our harvesters. We'll get that gate going, so that way it's a little bit closer for those resources. Then we're gonna start focusing on air units instead of ground forces. Alright, so our harvesters are going. Oh, it looks like we're on attack here now. Turret stood no match. Go to my grenadiers. We're getting hit with some air. Can't do much because I don't have a lot of resources. Luckily though, this supply, or this line here, kind of survived. Our one in the south did not. So we're fully exposed. And we're definitely getting hit by a lot of air. And here comes the ground forces. And this is probably going to be GG right here. So there's not much I can do. So they're just going to mop up my base.
Under attack.
And I'll just take the loss on Skirmish. I don't regularly play RTS games, so I'm pretty okay at them, but the loss was a little bit kind of expected. So we'll just watch them go ahead, defeat my base, and we'll just wrap up for the night. Alright, and there we go. Not too bad. Definitely not built for skirmish in that. Now my bot definitely got knocked out, which is surprising because he is kind of set too hard. But my hard bot was unable to go ahead and thwart against the too normal. On average, I mean, those matches for skirmish are about 30 minutes to about 45 minutes on average. So a little bit on par if you ever played like Company Heroes. Not too bad though overall. We knocked out more of the campaign. We did a little bit of skirmish. I'm going to be calling it here for streaming. I do have a little bit of a headache that isn't wanting to go away. So let me go ahead, switch screens here. But definitely, if you're still kind of like looking for RTS games, I do highly recommend Tempest Rising, especially if you grew up playing Command & Conquer. It's pretty much the spiritual successor for that. I would say it leans a little bit more towards Tiberian Sun for Command & Conquer. I liked Red Alert a lot more for its story. And I mean, they do kind of like cross in between both of them. But this game is definitely a lot more heavily inspired by like Tiberian Sun for the Command & Conquer storyline. Alrighty. Next time I will be streaming next week, starting Tuesday. Gonna pick back up, of course, on Chivalry 2, since that's sort of locked in. The rest of the week I haven't decided just yet, but I'll probably have another Chill Friday again, or Tempest Rising on Friday. So probably Chivalry 2 Tuesday is good. And then we're going to have also Tempest Rising. We'll try to knock out more of the campaign, which I think we're pretty much close to the end. I mean, we got maybe 2 or 3 missions, I think, if I can recall. Also, thank you for the follow, Romanity. And then, hopefully, there's someone else playing Tempest Rising, so you can see kind of like what they're doing. If they're doing single player campaign or skirmish. It's definitely a fun game. I check it out. And like I said, if you grew up playing Command & Conquer, you really love those games, I highly recommend picking up Tempest Rising. Alright. Have a nice weekend, everyone. And until next time, farewell, Wanderers.